everyone. Hey, welcome to Heart Centered Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Please say hello to my wonderful co-host, Aley of Heart and Soul Connected, and welcome to Story in the Cards. Yay! Yay! How are you, Aley?
I'm doing okay. My third show today. I only slept 2 hours last night, so I'm going to be ready for the clouds later, but I'm fine. I'm doing okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I caught a little bit of your rock, paper, scissors show earlier. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Those two guys, it's so much fun to work with, honestly.
I
They really
know.
are. Yeah.
I know. It's not work. It's
no, it isn't.
Play time with the playmates.
It is.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being here. I will remind you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I have Aley's information in the description of the video. So make sure that you go over to her channel and do like, share, and subscribe over there. Leave a comment after the video. You can go in an hour or so after it's done, 10 minutes after it's done. Leave a comment that has at least 7 characters. So, you can put 7 emojis, 7 heart emojis, or, 7 wavy things, whatever, right? That seems to be the magic number to help the algorithm to get us out in front of people who, they wanted to laugh as much as
we all need it. That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So don't forget to do that. Don't forget to get in touch with us if you want to book a reading. If you're interested in that, reach out to Aley, reach out to me. Go to my website, marinasheartcenteredtarot.com. Take a look at what's on offer over there. Sign yourself up for a reading or a class, whatever. It's fun to go in there and just poke around.
And you've got a fabulous merchandise area as well.
Yes.
So, yeah, check that out, everybody.
Yes, absolutely. And before I forget, our 9th Shine Your Light event is next Saturday on August the 30th. And starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you haven't been to an event, before, check it out. Check it out because
they're uplifting. Yeah.
Yes. Very, very uplifting. So that having been said, what have you got going on over the next week or so?
Okay. Well, I got tomorrow I'll be on with the Crone Zone at night. I do have my members meeting tomorrow. So if anybody's a member, and it's at noon Pacific. But Sunday, I'm so excited because last night I went and spent some time with Colleen, the Cool Crone.
Yes.
And she did a past life regression on me. And we got a show coming up on Sunday where we're going to talk about we both are Libras with Capricorn risings. We're about a year apart. And we both like Renaissance festivals. And so we've got some, we're going to talk about that. Yeah, something different.
Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
And then Monday, you and Arthur coming on.
Yes.
LSD. Quite a trip.
LSD, yeah. Great trip. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So. And oh my gosh, there's 55 of you. I was quickly going to go and say hi to everyone that's here. But oh my gosh, hi and hugs to each and every one of you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for being here and spending time with us on a Friday night. Yeah.
Absolutely. And your support is invaluable. Sometimes we try to mention it, but it's always there. Without you, this doesn't exist.
That's correct. Yeah.
So there's that. So I did notice, hold on, one of the comments that was here earlier by Bern O'Malley, who said, hey, Grandpa is worried about getting into heaven all of a sudden. Yes.
You
That,
think?
that's
Yeah.
one of the things that we're going to be taking a look at.
Huh.
Because just imagine all of a sudden, here's a guy who who can't quote his favorite passage from the Bible or his favorite
He loves so
verse from
many
the
of them.
Bible.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're all special. Yeah. And now all of a sudden, he's been told something, and that's him saying it. I've been told. So it's he's going to be a little concerned
I
when
think.
he transitions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I can't. Well, I say I can't wait, but I know Cash Peters will do a great job on those transition notes when that time. He's just not going to know where the hell he is.
no,
He's just
no,
Yep.
and probably try to buy his way out.
Wait a minute, I got some cryptocurrency.
Like,
Can I
yes.
sell you a gold bar? Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
And have you heard that Trump's cryptocurrency, that they had this big, massive party for when he launched his and Melania launched hers? His went from something like $80 down to $8. And hers went from, I think it was in the $40 range down to like 40 cents.
oh,
So
they must have sucked it dry to have it go.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. They
Mhm.
took what they could out of it, and
Yeah.
with all the crypto fees and everything else, they made out like bandits. They did, but
Yep, they did. Oh, God.
they'll be
Oh,
answering
somebody
that.
said he's already made I think it said like $58 billion since he's been in office.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. When
Yeah.
he was meeting with Zelensky and the other European heads, he took him to a part of the office, and there was a picture that was in the news and online where he's showing off. He is selling Trump merchandise out of the White House.
Yeah. 2028.
2028.
Yeah.
It's like, baby, you should listen to whoever told you that you don't have much time.
Can I sell you a used car?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. So that I thought that maybe we can just quickly check in on his health. How is his health? Because he doesn't look good. He's got those massive cankles happening.
And they didn't smell very good during that meeting with Zelensky, according to the faces that they showed. He also did something. Somebody said that, they thought he banged into the podium, but it didn't look like it. He was like walking, and then he goes like this, and then he goes, makes a face. It's this frontotemporal issue that he's had for a long time.
Yes.
And that's what his father had. So
absolutely. And his President Cankles. That's right. We can call him that. And the decline of his mind is on full display.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like you were saying before the show, how he was talking about grass, as in lawn, sod, hasn't been around for like 60 years.
Yeah, it's just not the same. Yeah.
No, not at all. I know that I get a little tired of the concrete front and the concrete back, and I haven't seen a patch of grass in, oh my gosh, I don't know how long.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Well, I'm decided to use these Stardust Shadow cards, and I got a setup. he set himself up for all of this his whole life. What he has done, you'll notice when there was a picture of him, now it could have been AI, and he's holding onto a walker, and it was like behind the scenes.
Yes.
And yet he was supposed to go down and meet with all the military and the people down in Washington, D.C. So his stability, for his walking, his gait, his ability to, I don't know, just sustain a daily routine. I don't know how he even does it. I have no idea.
No. I think that he is, yeah.
Timu failure.
Donald Trump is president from Timu. There you go.
That's good, Linda. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, you know what? He's busy having those butterfly dreams.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
He's just giving in. His mind isn't functioning the way that it should. And no one around him has got the cojones to keep an eye on him.
No.
So yeah, it's not good for him. And yeah, this is his mind all locked up. You may never know. Yeah.
There's a poet from England during the Romantic era, William Blake. He was also
Yes.
Yeah, and he used to say something about that some people spend so much time thinking that they have reptiles of the mind, and that's what that reminds me of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's not it's not good for him. Yeah. And Linda Bishop wanted to know if you were streaming this to your channel.
No, I usually don't, and the reason I don't is because Marina is in Canada, and so I'm on her channel, so I don't hopefully get the shaft from. Yeah, so we've just decided to do this for a while this way. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it just seemed a little safer, so it's not that.
I guess, if there is such a thing. Yeah.
Because we used to take turns.
Yeah,
so
we did.
Yeah, there you go. But so his desire now to what is motivating him to all of a sudden worry about whether he's going to get into heaven or not.
You have to wonder if he's like having nightmares too. I mean, I just have, let's see what we can find out. I'm going to pull out the governance deck here. Because now he's saying, we were talking about this too. He's saying, yeah, I'm going to go send troops in to take care of Maduro down in Venezuela. So now they're calling up troops in Venezuela. He wants to go everywhere. He wants to do, and he's like, did he prevent 7 wars? That was another thing he said this week, I think. Yes.
Yeah. And especially there was one between, how did he say it? Like Azerbaijan and,
Maybe.
The other one was starting with an A. It was supposed to be Armenia, but he said something else. And he stopped that. They said it could never be done. He finally asked both of the leaders. Albania, that's what it was.
It's Albania. Okay.
Yeah. Azerbaijan and Albania. Well, it's Azerbaijan. Anyway, we know how good he is at those.
Yeah. Are you sure he didn't say aubergine?
Aubergine. It could have been. I'd have to go back and re-listen.
It's that rosy color.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, why is he concerned all of a sudden? Because he knows that he's a thief.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, he knows that he's going to be facing the dragon, the
Mm-hmm.
fires of something, or the wings. And
Oh,
chances
yeah.
are,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
surprising that those three came out the way that they did, because yeah, he is concerned about um, what is going to happen after he's no longer here. People are going to, they're not going to remember him fondly.
No.
No one is going to say, oh, I remember, the one time I was without a job. I was, really struggling, and Donald approached me, and he said, look, come on, clean yourself up and come to work for me, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll get everything sorted out, and let's get you back on the track. No, he
He
doesn't
wouldn't
have.
even pay the people that did work for him.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
He don't
So
care. He
yeah.
doesn't.
No. No.
So I'm getting that there's a lot of shifting dynamics going on. And I think JD is busily working some of those shifting dynamics.
Yes.
There's a message for him here in this card. The key to life is simple. Just don't be an asshole. And he can't take that. He can't, because
No.
Retribution is his middle name. It's not Donald John Trump. It's Donald Retribution. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
So
I have to say, I noticed that these cards, the governance cards, that looks like JD Vance.
yes, it does.
That's very creepy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And JD is another one. He was in DC as well, and he was not welcomed when he went to the coast. I think it was the Coast Guard.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. And he was actually refused in England. He wanted to go out to dinner.
Yes.
And they refused his reservation.
Yes, absolutely. Because the staff at that restaurant said, no, we're not showing up for work.
Yeah.
And so, they were told, no, sorry, we can't let you in. Even though they had welcomed Hillary Clinton a couple of weeks before that. No, not Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris. Sorry.
Yeah.
So,
well, Celtic Seer, I agree with you.
Yes.
And he's actually just it's like playing, what is it when you pull and the duck goes in the air and people shoot,
Yes.
It's like just pulling everybody. Let's just try and see who we can get out there.
Yes, absolutely. And no, it's John Bolton saved his butt.
He did.
More than once.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I mean, he went from being a Trump ally to someone who was starting to speak out against Trump.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. John Bolton probably knows a lot of things.
Yeah. Remember, he was one of the first books, The Room Where It Happened.
Yes.
And, he warned us. I don't like the guy.
I know.
He did warn people that this is not, this is, you don't want to reelect this person, like so many others did. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. And to that end, I do not believe that he was reelected. He was installed. And of course, entertainment purposes only. What do I know? I'm just expressing an opinion. I do not believe that he legitimately won that election.
I agree.
Absolutely not.
Knew it right at the very beginning, that day when they said it. No way. There was just no way. And all of us felt it that are in the community, I really think. Anyway,
Yeah, exactly. Okay, hold on. I might need my governance deck here in a second.
Maybe.
Yeah. So Okay, speaking, yeah, with JD Vance, and oh my goodness, the things that he was saying about the people outside that were protesting, and they were calling him names. They were not being very kind, and
Ooh.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
he was not very complimentary to them, and he should have just absolutely ignored it and talked about something else. But um, he's in some ways he's very much like Trump in that he's got to try to get his dig in. He's just not very good at it. He comes across as an asshole.
He does. He does.
Always. Yeah.
Which, and I have to say that since they've been out on hiatus, Elise Stefanik and there was another guy, they all went to town halls. They were all screaming and booed and all that. And one guy, I don't know who he was a congressman, he ended up like grabbing a lady and beating on her as she was leaving the room. And they had to get the police in. Of course, they were getting after her because she was instigating it, which was crazy.
Oh, of course.
But yeah.
Yes.
It's just this, we never had. You had animosity, you had BS, but you didn't have all this stuff before
No.
2016.
No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. And I go back to John McCain when he was doing one of the gatherings. And there was a lady in the audience who asked him a question about Barack Obama and about something about him, whether being Muslim or whatnot. And he stopped her and said, no. No. And he stood up for Barack Obama.
Yeah.
That's a man of integrity. Even though I disagreed with a lot of, his policies and whatnot, but that was a moment where you saw someone who was able to put aside the political rhetoric and speak on behalf of a colleague and say, no, that's not fair.
And not an adversary, but a person running opposite.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole idea in a democratic system is I have my idea of how we should do things. You have your idea. So we will present that to the populace at large and let them decide which one of us is who. Which one of us are they going to follow? That doesn't mean that I'm better than you, you're better than me, my ideas are smart, your ideas are stupid. It just means,
we don't agree
collectively, go in a particular way. And then what happens to you and I after that? Well, we say, okay, all right, you won. Congratulations. Good for you. I'll get you next time. But in the meantime, let's get to work. How are we going to do this?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
Which brings me, we didn't talk about this backstage, but the Texas Democrats went back to the state house, and was her name Jennifer or something like that? A really pretty black lady was one of the congresswomen there, and they asked her to sign a okays to be followed. And she refused to, and they held her in that room until the vote. And she's going to sue them now. And I said, God bless America. I'll give her money. She stood, Nicole. Thank you, Nanette. Yeah, her name was Nicole. And she was just, I loved it. And I don't think other people might have done it with her if they'd thought of it. I think they just didn't really think about what they were going to do. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And oh my gosh, yes. Here we go. Yeah. Louise Tucker. Yeah. Watch Obama's eulogy for John McCain.
I know.
Or McCain. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And when we think about who is going to deliver the eulogy for Donald Jessica Trump,
maybe Jeff Epstein can do it posthumously. You can say, yeah, go to page 3, section 4, and you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Amen.
Unless it's, the Republican Party picks someone who's going to be the spokesman, to talk about, all the wars that he has solved, all the great things that he has done and achieved, and how he was cheated out of that Nobel Peace Prize and whatnot.
And he was shot, and yes, and slavery is not a bad thing, according to him as well. How can anybody ever think? Well, it just doesn't matter because it's all just a shit show. So there's no logic involved. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, Julie. Yeah, to quote Randy Rainbow. Yes. He calls him Donald Jessica Trump. Yeah, absolutely. So speaking of these, I don't know what got me on there, but okay. Redistricting in Texas and California. Yeah. Oh, yes, because you were talking about the Democrats in Texas and so on. Yeah. So anyway, because it is majority Republican, the redistricting passed. Now it does have to go up, I think, in front of Congress, and they have to approve it. Or is it just in Texas that it goes up?
It's going to the Texas Senate next, but
Texas Senate. Okay.
But in the meantime, Gavin has decided to do what Gavin wanted to do, and the Republicans in California are all up in arms, and the judge says, "Oh, too bad, so sad.
Hey, can't do anything. It's good for the goose, it's good for the gander."
That's right. Yep.
So absolutely. I think that, and I listened to Newsom. He was on somebody's podcast that I listened to yesterday, and he made a lot of sense. And he said, this is the Democrats, when they were the last 2 times that they were in power, wanted to do away with the gerrymandering, and it was the Republicans who said, no, don't touch it. So, and he said, well, if they are not worried about losing, if they believe in their ideology and what it is that they're trying to get people to believe, to follow, if they believe in it so strongly, why do you have to gerrymander an area to make sure that you get the votes? Shouldn't your idea, shouldn't your platform be the thing that you're judged on?
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Yeah. So this, is it going to pass in Texas? Yeah, I think it probably will. I think that it probably will. There's a very good chance. And then California is going to do what California is going to do. And is California going to be the kind of the cheerleader for some of the other states?
I hope so. Because so Pam Bondi, they had a press conference in Seattle yesterday, and Pam Bondi has sent cease and desist, or arrest warrants for Governor Ferguson and his clan, and the mayor of Seattle, and this and that and that and this, because they're violating the federal government, which isn't what they're doing at all.
Yeah.
And so they did the same thing to Portland, Oregon. They did the same thing to California with Gavin. And it's about time somebody stood up. And I love that Gavin Newsom is please pay attention to this. Gavin Newsom say this. Oh my God, it's fabulous. I wish they'd done this from
him. Yes.
Oh my God, they should have done it from November 6th on. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, it was Adam Mockler.
Oh, okay.
And it was very, very nicely done. He expressed the view that I think most people expressed. So
Yep.
Let's pull a couple cards and see how successful is Gavin Newsom going to be.
Well, I got here that he's brokering this. Well, of course, Trump is trying to broker a fake peace treaty with Vlad, but Kevin tried to do this earlier when he went into LA. So I don't think that's going to work. But I think that the orange person is going to still try to seize military control of all the Democratic states. And if you go down to some of the other states, and that have so many immigrants coming over the border and living there and everything, they don't bother to go there because those aren't the blue states. Yeah. But they have the most people in them, especially Texas. Yes. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
I think when it comes to California, shifting alliances. There are people who are, who might have thought, just leave it alone. I think that they're starting to see the hypocrisy of it all. I can go in your wallet and help myself to anything that's in there that I want, but don't you dare touch mine. That's my personal property. How dare you? It's ridiculous.
Do as I say and not as I do.
Yes, absolutely. And that, I don't think that that's going to work very well. So, yes, Bern, tourism runs Florida, and tourism in Florida is tanking big time.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
There's, I know many people up here in Canada who used to faithfully go down to Florida. That was just what they did for their vacation, especially those that are on the East Coast. They would drive down.
Sure.
Not anymore.
No, they're not. And when I was on the road going through some of these places, I never had there were only 50% of campers in the campgrounds. There was never, ever overflow. There was never, you could get a camp spot, no problem, because nobody's coming here.
Yeah.
And so it's destroying, every aspect of our country is being destroyed by the decisions and orders that he's decided to implement. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because there's, when you think about the tourism in Florida, it doesn't only affect the hotels. It affects the people working at the hotels. It affects the farmers who are bringing the produce to the hotels. It affects the airlines and, the catering that goes in the airlines to bring the people down. The bed and breakfast.
It's right down. Yeah.
It just, it filters on down. So, to say that, oh, well, this isn't a big thing. It's some of those smaller mom and pop operations. They're not going to be able to survive.
No, they can't. You're right.
So, it's unfortunate. Okay. So let's take a look at something good. And
that would be
nice. I read this earlier. Yes. And it was Kilmar Abrego Garcia is out of jail, and he has been reunited with his family. That is a very, very good thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's, it was something that should never have happened. Kristi Noem has doubled down and that the judge made a very, very poor decision, and he let this monster out on the street. And I'm thinking, have you met your boss? Do you know who he is?
Right. Absolutely.
Convicted of 34 felonies. This guy hasn't been convicted of anything.
Right.
So,
yeah. Although there is an argument now that the civil trial that he had with a $500 million fine, that's been thrown out. That's too much money. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. He's claiming victory, of course. So, but Keith said that they just don't, they thought the amount was too high. It isn't that they're going to throw out that whole thing.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Wow.
no, that's, I
Yep.
think that is fabulous.
Mhm. Yeah.
So the other thing that I thought, let's take a look at, yes, thank you. Thank you, Linda Bishop. Yes,
Yep.
Alligator Alcatraz has been ordered to close. Inhumane.
Yep.
Exactly.
They were only getting fed once a day.
No.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, yes,
No
they
running
should.
water, no flushing toilets, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, it should be closed. Let's not demolish it, because maybe there are some people who are currently in high government positions that when things start to shift, and it is going to shift sooner rather than later,
Mhm.
maybe they can spend a little bit of time in
Yeah.
Alligator
Check out that
Alcatraz.
new facility. Yes.
That's
See how
right.
they like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Write
broken
a
in.
Yelp review if you can while
There
you're
you go. Yes. Yes, it
yeah,
is. It's very barbaric. They've
exactly.
also reopened the Japanese internment camps from World War II. That's what I heard as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because certainly didn't learn anything with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
crazy,
as
crazy.
far as Abrego Garcia, I have here that he disappears. Of course, he did,
Yes.
and that it looked like he was never going to escape. I mean, until
Yes.
of course his Chris Van, not Winkle, but Van Hine. I can't remember his name, but his senator went there. And there is an improvement in the situation now. So I'm feeling as though, the resolution is there.
Yes.
And, I know you can't win or lose them all. So that was good because he's got a little baby. I think
Yes.
he's got family there. So
Yes. Yeah. He does. He does.
Yeah.
And it has, he said that, finally after 160 days, he gets to see
Yeah.
his family. And when you're dealing with especially very young children, 160 days,
That's a lot of time.
that is a lot of time. That's a lot of emotion that is going to come up for that child later on. And, feelings of abandonment and so on, even though, intellectually, they might be able to say, well, okay, this happened to my dad. But until they work on that emotional part, right, it's just going to follow them around. So
Definitely.
anyway, but I thought that was fabulous news. So let's move on to the DOJ has released the transcripts of their interview with Ghislaine Maxwell. And some of the things are a little interesting in that she had said that, well, she started off by saying Clinton and Trump weren't involved in anything, and you knew she was going to say that about Trump. She made it very clear that President Clinton was her friend, not Epstein's friend. And I was telling Aley before we went live, as much as there are things that I would gladly put at Clinton's feet, this is not one of them. He does not give me that, creepy predator vibes. From him, I get it. It's that kind of that jovial uncle who, who looks around at the family barbecue and said, "Hey," to the 15 and 16-year-old, who wants a beer? Your parents aren't looking. Here, like he's
Right.
he wants to be included with the younger folk because it kind of makes him feel younger, but he's not into the younger folk. So
Yeah.
when she said that, it did kind of resonate with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I thought, well, okay, maybe we'll let's take a look at that. Is this a case of, yeah, he may have been, in that circle at various times. It doesn't mean that he participated. He just happened to be there. So tell me about Clinton. See, good intentions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he wasn't in there to do anything nasty. I mean, aside from Monica Lewinsky and maybe some other, if he did have other affairs, I think it was with women. I don't think that it was with children.
Mary, you disagree? Well, that you have that right to.
Absolutely.
I don't know how I really feel about it, but I get the sense that he had this a reckoning with what happened with Monica Lewinsky, but there is some deception here that's possible, and it could be between what Jelaine is saying. Maybe because there were women that were trafficked that were over 20 years old.
Yeah.
So there were adult women. So it's very possible. It could be something like that. But
it could very well be. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there were massage therapists and things like that were older.
Yes. Yeah, totally. Yeah, because they're, she also said that sometimes, when he first bought the island, it was kind of, run down and whatnot. So, they had to do improvements and whatnot. And that there were sometimes he would travel with an entourage and other times he wouldn't. And if he didn't, have the masseuse or whatever in his entourage, then they would go locally. And I would imagine, that that was the case. But,
well, I can only tell you this. I'm a little bit naive when it comes to how these things work, but our office where it was located had a massage thing next door, and we would see a lot of military come and go, and then we found out that there was happy endings. And I guess they've been busted several times. So there are those that are legitimate, and then there are those that are
I think that kind of goes with
with the territory, I guess.
With pretty much everything, right? But and maybe it is possible that Bill Clinton knew what was going on and just thought, hey, as long as I'm not doing it,
because Dershowitz must have known too, and he was the lawyer. So you'd think that he would be, and Bill Gates. I mean, there's so many names on there that are
So it will be interesting more and more that things that are going to come out. And hold on. Let's go here. And I just noticed there's a couple others that haven't started, so I'll get to those in a minute. Will Maxwell be pardoned before the ignoramus leaves? It is entirely possible that that he might do that, but if he is proven to be an illegitimate president, if he is proven to be, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs,
or leaves immediately in some way, right?
Yes. Then, unless that's done before he goes to the big McDonald in the sky,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, it
Yeah.
could be too late. So will
Very
he?
definitely. I have that she has some leverage, and she's already been given that leverage. She's in a better facility. But I have on the other side that he's the puppet master. He pulls the strings. So, like Marina said, I think if there's an ending to this, illegitimate thing, and he's still alive and can do it, yes. But I don't know that will happen. Yeah. If he's still right, Mary.
And I get briefed and command. So I think that he probably has let his people know what, should anything happen, what he wants done. And it's a shadow operation.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm still excuse me. I'm still concerned about the fact that she is in a minimum security camp and that she is only 3.1 miles away from an airport.
Well, there was another guy that was in his White House with children around that's a registered SO.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It's like, this is our worst nightmare. And, it's not a big deal.
Yes.
It's not a big deal, is what people are saying, which is crazy. It's like, where did you leave your conscience?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Okay. So here we go. Anya wanted to know, at this point, I'm wondering what will happen to the presidential numbering system. 45 wasn't really legally elected, and he's not really 47 either. Will Vance be 48 for a sec if he steps in?
Shouldn't, huh?
No, no, he shouldn't. But, I wonder if, hey, Garnet, I wonder if the 45 and 47 on the list will be an asterisk.
Ooh.
With an explanation, right? So you keep the numbering going, but there's an explanation, which would make a little more sense than, okay, well, 45 wasn't really 45, but it was this and that I think might be a little confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There were a lot of people that were polled in the GOP, and 50% of those people polled said they wouldn't care if Orange Baboon did anything with children. They would still like him to be the president. So I just don't have any understanding of where it's like I have a hard time trying to figure out how people don't have empathy or compassion for other people. And then this goes like way beyond anything.
It does. Yeah. And people will cut off their nose to spite their face.
Oh yeah.
Before they will say, hey, you know what? Yeah. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I listened to the misinformation. I was wrong. They'll just double down, and you can't say he's great for the economy. He's not.
Right.
Is he, is America more respected in the world under his leadership than before? No. In fact, it's more of a laughing stock. That there's a reason that they call him Taco. Right? Oh, I have to tell you, I saw someone on TikTok who was saying how, they're calling Air Force One the Panda Express because it carries orange chicken. And they're also calling Carolyn Levitt Taco Bell. And they're calling Melania Taco Bell Grande. Just a little bit of gossip.
Oh, this is great. Yeah. I wonder who's the gordita.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I
Oh.
that is something else. Okay,
Uh-huh.
hold on. I will do that. And then Rossi said, have you heard of Blackout Day? Constitutional Day, September 17th. No work, no buy, no banking, no commerce. Oh, for large corporations.
I hope it works. I do. I think that it's just going to get bigger and bigger. What I saw and couldn't believe was there was a protest in Israel to stop the war in Gaza. They want this over with. And of course,
Yes.
Netanyahu's got a different idea about what he wants. But there were 400,000 people there. And they said that's the equivalent of 5 million people
Yes.
in the United States. And so once we get that exponentially bigger and bigger and bigger,
Yes.
people, they're not covering in the news, but we know from Adam Mockler and others,
Yes.
the brothers, that, and Rachel covered it as well. We
Yes.
know there's stuff going on, and people are protesting. Yeah.
Yes. And that for now, that is pretty much all that you can do. Put out the positive vibes and so on, but do protest in the ways that work for you. um I for one, after he was reelected, and there was some of the controversy that came up with Walmart. There is one just across the highway from me.
Mm-hmm.
I have not shopped there since that day.
Mm-hmm.
I will,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go a little further to go, excuse me, um, to a different store. I
Yeah,
will pay a little more,
it's
but
worth it.
I will not support that. And I realize that, okay, I'm not an American, so this really doesn't have an impact um, on Americans. That I'm sure that they don't need as many staff, because the parking lot isn't as full as it used to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they're Canadian workers that are in there. So I still think that it sends the message to the corporate office
Mm-hmm.
that it's people are protesting that. See the companies that you like to do business with, who do they support?
Right.
And then make a decision based on that.
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
kind of have to now. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And Rossi, thank you. Yeah. None of the women have come out against Clinton. Virginia
Okay.
said that she only saw him on a beach talking to Epstein.
All right.
Yeah. And okay, Celtic Seer says, please be sure to cleanse yourselves psychically, given this new moon in Virgo and given the visit from Russian. Yeah. Isn't it amazing that he was going to end the war in the Ukraine in 24
Right.
hours before
Oh,
he's even sworn in.
Mm-hmm.
And yet he continues to publicly capitulate to Putin, or a Putin double, whichever
Whichever it is.
side you're on.
So I have a funny, it's not really funny. It's the weirdest thing I ever heard. Putin has a poop briefcase that he takes everywhere with him because he doesn't want people to go through his poop and figure out what he eats, or know that that's his DNA and what's wrong with him and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, if you go in the toilet, I mean, doesn't it like go down with everything else? Why would he have to carry, unless he's worried about being poisoned? Maybe that's what it is. But that was just when I read that, I'm like, what is it with these two men? They have this shit issue.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but it would make sense
Yeah.
if you think about it, as gross as it is,
Yeah.
it would
Yeah.
make sense, because especially if there is any if there's any possibility that, if you want to believe in several body doubles,
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yes,
that
absolutely.
would be easy to confirm, to say, oh yeah, so and so, yeah, Vladimir Putin was apparently registered at the hotel, but his DNA
His
comes back
DNA is not
to,
showing up in the sewer system. Yeah,
yes,
maybe.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he has
And
Parkinson's? Really? You think he has Parkinson's? Wow. Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Nutty is an acre of peanuts. I like that, Linda. Thank
That's a good
you.
one. That is a good one.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can get all kinds of information, from different bodily functions.
TMI for me.
I know. Yeah,
That
and
would be many briefcases of mystery stool.
yes,
Jules, I love that.
yes, and
That's perfect.
not only that, but how would you put that down as a job description?
Really? I'm a shit checker. And I get the whole, some get the nuclear football and
Yes, yeah.
it is. It's I want to know, Marina and I were trying to look it up. I heard that Trump said something about Barron that was not very nice, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
And some people are saying that he may not be his son. Anybody hear anything about that? Let me know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Stool man.
Stool man. Well, at the dog park, they always tell you to make sure that you scoop your poop. So,
well, not only that, but dogs, that's how they get to know each other. They sniff, and I'm being gross here, but really it is it just, I never thought about it, but now it does kind of make sense. Yes, he does call Barron Melania's son. I do know. Yeah. And Mary, he does, but if you put him beside Trudeau, oh my God, it's incredible.
Yeah.
He looks like Trudeau could be. It reminds me of the guy that Diana had the affair with the red hair, Hewitt.
And, yes.
And could have been Harry's father, which I guess it's been proven it isn't, but it's kind of odd. Yeah,
absolutely. And thank you, Linda Bishop. 45 said Melania has a good son. Her son. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. He also looks like Ivanka. Yeah, kind of. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something in there. And Celtic Seer, the eclipse hits Barron's chart, so we will hear more about him in the coming months.
Okay. Wow.
It will be interesting.
Uh-huh.
It will be interesting. So anyway, that it. Yes, 10 of Swords.
Thank you. Oh God.
Yeah, that's
Werewolf of London.
Yes. Yeah. That's
Great. Well, of course she does.
Yeah.
I like my son better than I liked his father too.
Yes.
Not my current husband, but I think Marina can attest to that as well.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. And if Barron turns out if he turns out to be a narcissist, you can't expect good wine from bad grapes.
That's true.
Yes. Right? Given who his parents are, given the the lifestyle and everything else,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure that each one of them used him for their own ends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if he turns out to be a halfway decent human being, it will not be to their parenting.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I did not hear this kid, but it doesn't surprise me. It's like they've just decided that this guy is going to be the one that they're going to do this, That's just crazy. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, if I think that, yeah, people would go postal if anything happens to him.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That would
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, look at the fallout when he was just deported, and what happened. Oh, if they tried to do it again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
anyway, well,
Yeah.
you guys, it's been an hour. Thank you so much. I really wasn't sure that we'd have a chance to cover a lot, but I think that
Yep.
we did okay.
We did okay.
All
And
right.
we'll be back on Monday with Arthur and Marina on my channel. Of course, they're
Yeah.
probably simulcast, which is fine. But we only meet with him once a month, and it's our turn on Monday. So
Yes.
we're looking forward to it. And you can ask more of these. This one is a difference. It's letting spirit drive. But
Yeah.
in that case, we just let everybody ask what they need to know. Yeah,
Absolutely. And excuse me, I will remind you again to please like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at our memberships and things that are on offer, and just know that we absolutely do. We cherish your support.
Yeah.
And when you leave a comment after the show, and it helps, it propels the algorithm, right?
Yep.
Because we could be on here 18 hours a day, but until there's interaction from you guys, we really don't go anywhere, because it's the interaction that fuels the algorithm, not so much.
Absolutely.
What it is.
And let's get Marina up over 8,000. She's
yes,
right at
please.
the
I keep
point.
inching. Yeah, I just get over 8 and then it falls. And then I'm doing the yo-yo.
Yeah.
So
but thanks everybody.
There you go. Thank you very much. And Aley, as always, a pleasure.
Thank you, my dear. Always fun.
I will see you on Monday.
Okay.
All right, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye for now.